Hi everyone. Welcome back to ZSR. Yeah, the neighbors still have instruments. Yes, here we are. Chex versus Tam. Uh, yeah, we're gonna have Fox on comms, and Spleeby will be joining us shortly. So yeah, here you go. Here's Fox.
Thank you, baseball. Yeah, this should be an exciting race. These players are both in the Desert Palace division. Oh, I was looking up their stats. They've raced one time before in NMG League, and Tam won that race. Unless I'm missing one, but that's the only one I found. And their qualifiers were right next to each other this qualifier season, 20 seconds apart with their qualifying times. So it should be a very close race. Chex, I don't think has been playing NMG. I think that his qualifier submission might be the only NMG run he's done since last league. Tam has been playing some. Tam has been doing some offline runs because they hate content. And got some good paces. Was like ahead or close to ahead going into the late game. Then, blowing it somewhere. But definitely should be a very tight race. Their PBs are about 20 seconds apart. Chex has a 124.53. Tam doesn't have their splits up right now, but I think it's a 125.13. And we should be getting ready to go. Yeah, okay, they're kicking off. We're going to have a little bit of a delay to get the restream going. Hopefully Spleeby will be joining me at some point. For now, you're just stuck with me. Tam is running against worst segments, and I guess has left their timer running while going to sleep for the night, because their worst EP time is 10 hours and 53 minutes. So hopefully they'll be able to get ahead of that. I think we'll need the ZSR channel back before that much time has passed. All right, we're off. We are waking up in the uncle's bed. For anybody who is unfamiliar with this category, oh, there's Sleepy. Hey, Sleepy.
Hello. Glad I didn't miss the start.
Yeah, just in time. They're just getting out of bed. Spleeby, unfortunately, is unable to play in this season of NMG League because he's going on vacation for a while. So he's making up for it by doing some comms for us.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring.
So I think that this race is especially important because Tam and Chex are the presumptive finalists of the No Logic tournament, and so whoever wins this match will strike fear into the heart of the other. Also, Chex was calming a Tam race yesterday of No Logic, in which Tam two-cycled land mode with the bow, also to strike fear into Chex's heart.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I have not actually watched a lot of Tam's NMG. I've watched them play No Logic, obviously. But I know that they have a low 125, so...
Yeah. Tam unfortunately does a lot of oh my god, don't look.
Oh,
no.
What is this?
Tam does a lot of speedruns offline, which is, everybody should shame them for it. It doesn't really matter which side you go in this hallway, except most people find pumping to the right more comfortable than pumping to the left.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter that Tam did that, but it's morally offensive. Check's waiting a little too low for the key, giving up a little time there. Escape, probably just going to be very close. It's hard to have a big swing here unless something really crazy happens, like somebody dying. Mostly it's just about, holding diagonal and entering doors cleanly.
No one ever dies to ball and chain or forgets to get Zelda, right?
Yeah, those things have happened in races before.
I
think someone
forgetting
died
Zelda not as much as forgetting Lamp. That's
Yeah.
a little easier.
Yeah. Oh, they are perfectly in sync now.
I wondered what Chex was typing over the last 6 rooms.
You get like 3-4 seconds to type when you're going down a spiral staircase, which is the only time I can type during races. Chex with a slightly better ball and chain fight.
Yeah, we both did 8/, it looks like.
Yeah.
Unless I... something. I'm watching, I swear.
8/ is kind of a scam, but everybody goes for it because it's like technically fastest.
Never actually timed anything, but yeah. I just do 8/ because it's faster.
Yeah. Thank you, Sleepy.
Like there's a pretty good chance that I probably lose time with 8/.
Yeah, generally if you get it in 8/, you're saving time. If you get it in 9/, it's like basically break even, and more than that, you're losing time. But it also depends on the guard, the like left guard RNG, because the like boom strat is fast, or like the one pot strat is faster on some RNGs than others. So it kind of eliminates RNG, which is nice. I'm so upset about what Tam is doing. This is worse than the meme runs in the AD monthly.
Okay, so the big question is, when are they getting shopping?
Oh yeah. Well, Tam will not be doing it in Swamp, I can tell you that much.
Mm.
Chex is a boomer shopper. Tam, I believe, does good shopping. Also, so we can see the runners' full streams, and Chex has his completion rate on his splits. He's 177 out of 201. That is a crazy completion rate. That's like, what, 85% or something?
88.
88%. That's ridiculous. Nobody has
did the
88%.
math. Yeah, I mean, that beats me. I'm still at 69%, I think.
Epic. Yeah, and yours is very high. Like, I have like a 30-ish% completion rate, which is like on the high end. You guys are huge outliers.
Yeah, most runners doing the heavy reset. Well, not heavy, but like I don't reset pretty much for almost anything.
Yeah.
And Chex even less so, apparently.
Looks like Chex is going to get out of here a couple seconds ahead of Tam. Not a big lead, but good start.
Not going for left switch pull here.
Oh, Tam gets rat frames, though, so they'll catch up a little bit. Left switch pull, yeah. Don't go for that. It's like actually such a good gag. In the game, Zelda just says, there, pull the switch over there.
Pull the switch over there,
tell
yeah.
you which side.
I don't know if it's equally ambiguous in the Japanese version, do you?
I don't know. That's a good question. I always assumed it was
so.
like on purpose. It's a good joke.
But then she doesn't actually tell you how to pull the switch unless you go to the right one.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that text box that we get before the switch only happens on the right side.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So
I guess that makes sense.
kind of gives up the gag there.
How much time left switch loses? I mean, it just drops bombs on you. Like, you'd have to go over there, pull the switch for no reason, dodge the bombs, and then do the right
And then
switch.
go back and pull the other switch.
All switches. That would be a good pun on the Super Mario World categories about hitting all the switches.
Yeah, it's not just an optimization, it's a complete waste of time.
Coming into
yeah,
Easter Boss. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, JD pointing out that it's snakes, not bombs.
Oh.
There are bombs somewhere else.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Can't remember where. Oh, it's the dam, I think.
Oh yeah, maybe so.
Drops bombs if you pull the left one. I guess
Both
they liked
players
that
could-
gag so much they did it twice.
Both players with pretty good Eastern Overworlds. It's like pretty easy to lose a second or two on that overworld. Eastern Palace is like, you don't have boots yet, so you have to do a lot of really clean bootless movement. It's very easy to just bleed time here. Eastern Palace is a lot like Escape. You're mostly just sort of going through it and trying to, you know, maximize your diagonals and enter doors cleanly, but there are a few rooms like this one that have more speedrun tech kind of stuff, where we're trying to spawn the Stalfoses in a certain way so we can sort of despawn 2 of them and only have to deal with the other 2.
Yeah, how did Tam have a 3 hour and 20-minute escape ever?
I assume they like started the timer and then like lost 1 second to ball and chain and reset and like threw their controller across the room and went and took a nap and then accidentally split when they came back.
Same with all these splits, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
a 7
after
hour.
Eastern, yeah.
This is 7
after
hour
this one, they're not
Eastern
too
time.
bad.
Yeah, the rest
like
is
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Normal.
Big key skip here, or big key damage boost. Pretty difficult strat. Both players doing pretty well, not getting the best deboosts. That's not fully under your control, but you can sort of position yourself with better odds. You want to get deboosted straight up, but it's not a huge deal. And then we have to watch the top right Stalfos head here. When they open the chest, you can make it out the door before the top right Stalfos head starts moving. That's how you can tell your movement was really clean.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh.
Checks with quite a bit of movement. Tam with a little bit as well. This is another room, the anti-fairies.
Anti-fairy room, yeah.
You can tell how good it was based on how close they are. That was pretty medium out of Checks, very good from Tam.
I forget we don't have Helpasar in here.
Yeah.
I'm getting worse RNG for Zelda Gamer here.
Neither player getting any money, which is a little annoying. I didn't really see what happened, but I guess it was a pretty bad CGR.
Yeah, they had the Stalfos kept walking.
Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, ZGR RNG can just cost you like a second and a half. It's pretty big.
It didn't look like they handled it like terribly. It's just, you know, he walks forever and it's hard to deal with.
Stop watching my enemy movements. I'm watching your every movement. Checks. So we finally get the boots. The game gets to be fun now. I don't actually mind Eastern and Escape anymore, but I did for a long time. Found them pretty boring.
Are we both dashing out of this room is the question.
I don't think so. I don't know if either of them will. The thing to do here, yeah, Tam gets it. The thing to do there is go for an extremely early dash and not retry it. It only saves time if you get it like super, super early.
Speaking of saving time, missed spin speed.
Tam 1 spin speed.
My spin speeds have been so bad lately.
My spin speeds are always bad.
Wasn't quite that, but missing the A press.
Not going for unholy spin speed on either side, it looks like. Yeah, Tam almost like a second and a half slow to the book, which is what happens when you miss a spin speed. This overworld is pretty boring. This whole split is like pretty boring until the boss, which is really interesting and fun and dynamic and difficult.
Fun. Excuse me.
Super fun. I think land mode is like one of the most fun things in the game.
I think you're an outlier.
I think a lot of high level runners think that, but it's definitely extremely frustrating until you sort of get past the hump and you start to understand the fight. Like I found it intensely frustrating to practice for quite a while. But until then, it's mostly just like long, straight dash lines everywhere.
Yeah, both of them came into this desert screen a little high and had no trouble running into the cactus.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta look if you're lined up with the little wiggles in the dirt. I think Tam spins this Devil Ant, which loses almost no time if you do it extremely aggressively. Oh no, they don't. I think.
Oh, Chex spun it. English. Probably for the rupees. I always spin it, whether I need rupees or not.
Yeah, a lot of people just learn the spin strat first, and it's like not that important to change.
I tried to learn the other thing and had trouble with it, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna spin it forever.
Yeah, it's totally fine.
We'll fix it someday.
Both players still completely broke. Tam not going for that blue. I think it's correct not to, but some players would go for it.
I guess we'll probably see both pick up the pot rupee. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You got to get it if you're under 4 rupees. I think it's right to get it if you're under 9, depending on what other strats you want to do. We get, depending on what strats you do, we're going to do tree pulls, which is going to get us 80 from red rupees and generally 15 from blue rupees. So you're going to get like 95, and then you're going to get 6 for free in in Agatower. So if you have 4 and all that, if you have 9 plus all that, you get to 110, which is where we have to be at. But some players like to get only 2 of the blue rupees. I don't think that what I'm saying makes any sense to anybody who doesn't already know everything that I'm trying to say, so I'm just going to give up.
Yeah.
But anyway, you want to have 9 rupees here, basically.
Basically, some of the tree rupees are slow, and we like to pick up not all of them.
Yeah.
If possible.
There are a few places we can get lucky. Oh, Chuck's I'm in a little trouble walking into that statue. There's a couple places we can get drops, like right here. Tam might get one. Dashes past it. There's also a chance to get a drop in Hera, and potentially even Agatower if you go for it.
When did the dash under the torch thing in the room after Popo Genocide happen? That's like a relatively new strat, right?
Yeah, well, relatively, yeah. I don't remember. Last time Yuzu played this category, which was like 2-ish years ago, I think.
Like he posted, like, why don't we dash under this, and blew everyone's mind. It was great.
Yeah. He's such a creative mind for this game. That was really nice from Chex.
Wow, the slashes, yeah.
Chex with the 3 cycle, Tam, I think, starting their 3rd cycle right now.
On the second, yeah.
Yeah, looks like it's probably going to be a 4. Yeah. Getting a 4 cycle always feels frustrating, especially when it's only 1 arrow and you're like, you definitely could have gotten the 3, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad, Tam. Just relax.
Fine, they're like 10 hours ahead of their splits. So no problem.
Yeah. Huge PvP.
11.
The thing about it is that, like, it feels bad to not have a good light world, but, like, you can certainly 124 this. So everything is fine.
Oh, little trouble on the fake flipper here.
Yeah, Chex dropping his sword. I don't like that strat. I think I was a little bit behind.
I've practiced dropping the sword and I keep forgetting to try it in a run. I'm sure the first time it happens, I will miss the transition too.
I did it in runs for a little while, but then I dropped it once or twice, and I was like, you know, it's saving like 7 frames. It's not worth trying for me. Like, if I'm ever going to drop it, it's just not worth going for. But it does save time if you can just do it, so. Hi, Zaf. So we come up on the fun part of the run, which is when you get to walk into dead rocks and boulders and cry and rage because it's only slightly your fault.
Yeah, this split is the worst.
Nice dodging by Chex. Interesting choice to try that boom throw there.
Yeah. Are we going to see any wreck booms?
Oh my god, Tam is getting just destroyed. Yeah. I think one of those hits was Tam's fault, but 2 of them were very clearly not. Like, just totally destroyed by RNG. Three hearts is plenty for Hera. We do need to take 1 damage from a bomb jump. But there is hearts if we need them. There's 1 heart that's on the way and more hearts if you really need them. And I would expect a low 125 runner to just go into Moldorm with 2 hearts. Like, it's pretty rare to take 2 damage from Moldorm at this level. That said, it's very easy to get T-boned by a Moldorm, and then suddenly you're looking at 1 heart Moldorm, and that's a lot worse. It's not that rare to take 1 hit. So we'll see how it goes.
I liked Tam just taking the sword charge all the way into the stairs there.
Yeah, that's a good thing if you're aware of it.
Yeah,
because it
spin
saves you
slow.
the spin. Thanks for the raid, Zelda Speedruns 2. I hear you were doing rando. Baseball leaked it. Neither player having any fun in Tile Room.
I was going to say, neither of them doing the super speed or the boom dash.
Chex taking a quick break to read the manual before lighting the torches. Both players with 4 lamp activations to light 4 torches, which is a lot harder than it sounds. Chex lost the bomb drop. Wow, it's very early to have that drop come up. Usually you're thinking about the arrow drop here, which is 2 drops before bomb. You don't need them, but it makes your ammo routing a little bit safer or faster, depending on how you play things, if you get some drops. Chex going for the heart there. Interesting. He has a lot of HP, so I'm a little surprised by that. Tam skipping it, despite being much lower on health.
Gotta save time somewhere. Ooh.
Yeah. I think that Tam's gonna be totally fine. Neither player doing EBJ, so, you know, people leave. Okay, now I'm a little worried about Tam.
Now maybe Tam should have had the heart.
Just don't mess up. I mean, Tam is a good enough player that it's not like... It's more than 50% that they just make it through this fight without taking a hit.
Oh gosh.
That was not the safest way to start it, but we're fine. Okay, that was a good dash. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah, good fight by Tam.
Okay,
I was too scared of what was happening to Tam to watch Chex's.
His fight was fairly normal, it seemed like. Moldorm was on left side a bunch, but
That sucks.
so it
Left
wasn't
side
super
is-
fast. But
Yeah. It's very difficult to go fast if Moldorm is on the left side. Both players with a lot of arrows, which is nice. I think both players have to get all 4 blues here.
17 arrows is wild.
Yeah, that's very high. Tam is at 12, which is more normal, but still good. You needed like 7 here, 7 or 8. I always forget if it's 7 before the bird or after the bird. Oh, Tam also losing their bomb drop.
Okay, we can just get 2 bombs at Hammer Yump.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's like fine. You don't really route in that bomb drop, but it is nice when you get it. Best split time out of dessert. I'm sorry that you're out of dessert, Chex. You can go to Publix after the run.
Some ice cream.
I'm actually... Don't take this the wrong way, Chex, but I'm a little surprised that this is your best split time out of desert. It's a 17:04, which is definitely a good desert time, but I would have guessed that he had a even faster one.
Thank you for the huge Pedge beer. I was gonna say something. Tam almost dashed into the mushroom earlier, but noticed and fixed it. It was scary.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens. And sometimes you look at it and it's not clear, and you just have to sort of gird your loins and keep the dash. Beer did not PB during his race. Thankfully for me.
What, you hate charity?
Yes. I mean, it's good for me. It's bad for the, like, children who are going to die of malaria. But, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Chex. Oh, boy. You're supposed to be lined up with the bridge thingy there, and Chex was like a full tile off of it. Tam going for the new
It wasn't
strat
a full tile.
found by Flip and Bitey.
Maybe it was a
I like a
full
lot.
can tile.
Yeah, it was a full 8 tile, not a 16 tile. I like the right dash, specifically because of what just happened to Chex. I find it quite difficult to reliably not be off the wall. Oh, Chex messing up in this room.
No.
Not getting punished at all.
Yeah, so we like to not kill those enemies with a slash because they could drop a
Dash down.
fairy that we want to have in Turtle Rock instead.
Yeah.
So
Shout out to Anders for resubscribing to Chex.
So the slash, like, nothing happened, and so it doesn't look scary, but it was pretty scary.
Oh my god, damn. Dark room, that dark maze there. That's my least favorite room in the whole game, and Tam was really, really showing off why. Just getting completely boned by everything. Twin, I'm just worried that if you get a sub 90, you're going to retire on the spot and not finish out your league races. Okay, Chex is having a lot of trouble in this dungeon. This is a really, really difficult dungeon. Maybe he's a little bit out of practice in it. It's not something that comes up in Rando, really.
Yeah, we
And
need
he has
that
not
key
been
checks.
doing speedruns lately. This is also not
Tam
going
also
great for
having some
Tam.
trouble. Yeah.
Circle of Pots is one of the hardest rooms in the game, to be fair. It's super easy to mess up.
Yeah, which room isn't the hardest room in the game?
I don't know, this catwalk is fine. The statue push is fine. But yes, it's every room is not every room, but most rooms have a lot going on if you're trying to
Okay,
do them really well.
the room right before ball and chain in escape.
Yeah,
where it's
that
just
one's not
two
too bad.
stairs and you just walk and then push up.
I mean, you got a pump though.
Oh yeah. On the way back. I don't know. There's got to be a room where we just like hold a direction, right? Is there?
There are two. The room before Eastern Palace Big Chest the first time, and the room after Uncle.
Oh yeah. Those are the easiest rooms in the game.
Yes.
That's 2 so far for Chex. One for Tam.
Tam honorably trying to get to clip the boomerang out of bounds.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah. I always go for it. Have you never seen it? If you throw the
No.
boomerang diagonally into the diagonal walls, sometimes it just goes straight through.
Huh. I will have to try it. I think just two blue balls for Chex.
Yeah, looks like it.
Tam had, that's the third for Tam. So just 3. Just. But, you know,
3,
12
unfortunately, is,
seconds.
yeah, 12 seconds. 12 seconds is fine. I think that is the biggest difference between them now, though. I think they were closer together than that 12 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's right.
People talk a lot about how blue balls are cause problems for racing or whatever. I personally don't think so, but even if you do think so, the number of races that are decided by a difference that's less than the blue ball difference is like really small. It does come up, but it's pretty rare.
It just feels like it. Like, if you get a bunch of blue balls and your opponent doesn't, like, you feel like you're behind, having to catch up.
Yeah. But
I don't know. So that's,
think,
in some ways, it helps me to have, like, a reason to catch up.
yeah, that's fun.
Which is why I usually watch the restreams when I'm doing NMG races.
Yeah.
It's definitely
love
not to
restreams.
get hints from the commentators on when I do things and don't know what to do.
Commentators do occasionally have to say things like, oh my god, someone go in their chat and tell them they're only at 109 rupees.
Huge hop.
Oh, I wasn't watching. Nice. Let's see what Tam gets. What's up, Mama? That's a good Kiki Dash.
No mirror, though.
Small hop.
Small.
Some people like to use the menu to mirror in the shooter room. You can use it on the dash right and then know if you should hold up or upright or something out of it. I used to do that for a long time, but I switched to doing it with Kiki Dash.
Oh, Twin didn't know about the Hope Room arrows.
Oh, I was wondering about that, Twit. I was a little surprised that you remembered about those, but it makes sense that you just heard it from Restream. Check's doing a boomer strat in this room that loses like 10 frames.
I didn't even see what it was.
He dashes left on the way to the
Oh.
bombable bridge instead of walking left.
Weird.
Everyone
Hey,
used to
cool.
do it.
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here sweating, being like, oh crap, is that a thing that I do?
Tam does it correctly. Has actually a very good room. It's a surprisingly difficult. I guess it's not that surprising. Once you've looked at every room, they're all surprisingly difficult to do fast.
Tam also had the blueberry in their way on the way to the basement key. It handled it just fine.
Yeah.
With 2 slashes.
Go slash to
quick
the
hop.
right. Everyone learns that the hard way. Checks with
This is one.
a pretty rough hammer jump as these things go. There's like 5 or 6 extra buffers. That's not really what you want to see. Tam with looks like 2 extra buffers, which is a little bit better. You can do it with no extra buffers if you get kind of lucky. 2 is not a big deal. Will we see any sexy statues? I think that was an attempt. It was a little bit, like started the down right a little high.
We shot one enemy in the previous room. It's fine.
They're exactly... Nope, they're not. I was gonna say they're equal on arrows, but then Tam had to shoot the mimics, which I sort of forgot about. I didn't look at their teddy bear times. That's sort of how one of the places I judge if this split is going well. Looks like I was at 53 or 54 for Tam. Helmosaur is another fight that is very dangerous for new players that I think is pretty fun. Oh, Tam getting just bodied by this room.
Nice key dash.
What was that, Chex? Just not going for the first hammer? You have to hammer the mask 17 times and then hammer the forehead 4 times. Tam also with the key dash. Oh, okay. Alright. Good last hit after a couple misfires. Ooh. Okay. Pretty similar fights from both of them.
I think Tam might have been able to like hammer downwards to get the last hit.
I think so too, which would have been very swag, but if they were slightly off, they would have probably actually died.
Yeah.
I think those were pretty similar pods. Maybe Tam saved a little time because of the better hammer, yeah, but Turtle Party ate back into that a lot, so should still be pretty close to the same gap. They're 18 seconds apart getting into the Dark World. We have the longest overworld in the game here. Yeah, it looks like the gap did not change at all. Does Chex nudge the tree? Chex nudges the tree.
Everyone should nudge the tree. It's so good.
Tam's definitely gonna nudge the tree. I know it, yeah.
Yeah. We know if Tam's actually listening to us.
I think Tam generally does not watch anything.
I know that
races.
Chex is, but
Chex is, yeah. Chex going for text lag frames.
right, yeah, it's stump grab or not.
Apparently, Requiem says that grabbing the stump saves a little bit of time. Like 10 frames.
Requiem also says to get the magic after TR roller room.
I don't think that Requiem's advice is generally good, but I think he is capable of testing things, so I'll allow it for this one.
Oh, and he did come up with the new desert thing, right?
Yeah, that's very good, actually. It's desert exit. Oh, I tried to do the stump grab the other day, and I just talked to him really low without actually grabbing the stump, and it was the worst thing that ever happened to me.
Oh no.
Both players getting to, well, not both players yet, but Chex getting to the flute unscathed.
I'm also doing just fine.
Actually overlap the cutscene for a few seconds because this cutscene lasts forever.
Alright, I love this screen. Three Musketeers.
Oh, Chex was a little high on that second dash. Do you love it like ironically or actually?
No, like when I do it right, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah, Tam doing it very cleanly. It feels like you're getting away with something when the last guard doesn't notice you, but if you do it correctly, then he just always doesn't notice you. Check's going for one of my least favorite dashes in the game.
I'm pretty sure I do it. The one that Tam just didn't do. The dash down.
Sorry, I was memeing in chat,
on that
but yeah.
screen.
I actually couldn't get it to save time last time I tested it, but I think I was like a 131 runner, so who knows.
You were testing things at 131?
Yeah.
Wow.
You gotta know what strats to go for.
Trying to think of what I did. Sorry. When I was a 131 runner, like I was still mostly playing rando, so I just did whatever I did in rando, probably.
Yeah, well, you didn't like grind NMG really so much as you played rando a lot and then started doing a little bit of NMG on the side. So you had like a very different experience base going into it.
Yeah, doing lots of rando and then starting NMG Thursday.
Yeah.
Doing one run a week, basically.
But I guess at some point you must have looked at how to do the rooms right, because you know how to do most of the rooms right now.
I did go through FMG.
Okay, yeah.
The whole thing.
That'll do it.
Except I skipped a couple things. The whole thing, except not the whole thing.
Most of the thing.
Like, I didn't watch the Ganon segment, I think. Because I was like, I'm fine with Ganon.
Yeah.
And like the blind script, I already knew that.
Right. The FMG was coming out as I was getting good at the game. So like I had a 125 when the TR segment came out. So I learned some things from it, but it wasn't like how I learned to do the splits. Like it was sort of how I learned to do the first half of the game, but I had to learn the rest from runs or asking people or whatever, because the rest of it wasn't out yet.
Oh, so they uploaded it like in segments?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you could look forward to the next FMG episode or whatever?
Yeah, they would have debuts. It was kind of fun hanging out.
Must have been pretty hype.
Yeah.
I saw Chex talk to the maiden before getting the key.
That's not optimal.
Which was a little weird.
Someone should tell him about it.
We
can't
get Rex to
remembering
do it.
about beams. Maiden talk was a mistake. Yeah, that's how I feel whenever I talk to a maiden. I saw one Hellway, which was not God Hellway. I didn't see the other player's Hellway, and I forget whose it was. But it looks like neither player really had trouble here, but Tam definitely with the cleaner dungeon. Making it to the end with beams is very nice.
Yeah, until the last hit on blind goes badly. Or second to last hit.
beams do technically save time, but you have to sort of know about it. Very good. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say Tam save time here.
Do you mean versus their splits or versus Chex? Because
I mean versus Chex.
pretty sure they're saving time on every split versus their splits.
I hope so. Their worst Thieves Town is a 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Which I guess is 2 blind deaths. Saved about 1 second on Chex. Yes, Tam is running against worse. They're currently 11 hours ahead.
It's actually pretty impressive having a worse time that bad.
Will we get a Top Rock Frog Talk?
No.
Coward.
I tried so hard to use the menu there to get the Top Rock Frog Talk, but I just kept picking up the bush every single dang time.
Yeah.
So I stopped.
A bunch of people have experimented with that, and I think everyone has had that experience.
It's like there's no useful place for the menu, so it feels like, what was that walk, Tam? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I didn't see it. What happened?
They walked up into the slope
Oh, just like started the dash late?
after the mirror. Yeah, just like walked forever.
Yeah. Also, the first time you go into the Smith's house, you should hold left.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because your subpixels, it resets your subpixels, so you always get a 2-frame first movement. It's basically a free pump. I guess you could actually pump, but I just hold left.
Nice fence dash. I don't think we're gonna see Muffin's dashes from these two.
There's a
Like in the
chance
earlier
Tam will do
race.
it, but yeah, certainly Chex won't.
Double fence dash, let's go. Oh,
Yeah,
we're
not
just
even
not
dashing
dashing
down
at
at
all. Okay.
This is like 5 frames or something. If you don't like the dash, you can just not do it. Oop.
Just don't dash 6 times.
Yeah. That's pretty good. That one's not great.
Or 9 times.
Did either player read my dossier on the Ropa screen? The going to Fire Rod overworld screen? You can't really tell because you can choose to do whatever you want to do. I'm just wondering.
I couldn't tell.
I've seen a lot of players. Oh my god. Dude, the 30 FPS capture keeps making me think that people are going to walk into things when they have iframes. I've seen a bunch of players in the Eastern bracket doing the bonk over this gap and then slashing the Ropa on the other side. I wonder if it's like... It feels not worth it to me, but maybe it is, if you're scared about Moth or whatever.
Wow, the fairy dodging there.
Fairy's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
I mean, obviously, it's going to be slower, right? You're slashing and
Yeah, it's quite a lot slower. I
charging
think.
a dash and bonking over and walking out, like, that's all slow.
Yeah, it's like 2 seconds or something. That was close. Tam almost got stepped on. Chex did the clean dungeon. Had a little bit of trouble in Mummy Room, had to grab the statue from the left. Not sure what Tam just did there. Good moth fight, too. Oh, Tam with a little bit of ring around the rosy here.
I was gonna say ring around the spike trap, but is it still a spike trap if it's not moving?
I think so.
If it's just sitting out in the open, hoping that you run into it, is it really a trap?
I think of all those things as traps, yeah. I guess it doesn't make that much sense.
8 out of 10 moth for Tam.
Yeah, both sides. Excuse me. Both sides with good moths, but not amazing moths. A lot of that is down to RNG. It's like a 523.5 for checks. I think 523 is like always a good spillwoods, I think. You can do better, but you can't be disappointed in one that fast. Tam with the 528 or 9, which is obviously not quite as good, but still very reasonable. Chex misses the quick warp and gets sword out lag in the transition, which is not what he was trying to do. Made a
Right,
little
the
bit
big
of a face
question
about
is,
it.
how are they doing the hamburger tower elevator room? Whatever.
Looks like Tam is getting the quick warp. Chex is a lottery. Oh, I thought Chex was a lottery dasher, but he's a Louis dasher. Very good. Yeah, there's like 2 good strats on this room. I think this is like
And we saw both of them.
the more popular one, but I like the other one better.
I tried the 2-dash strat, and I ran into the moblin, I think, and I went back.
The 2-dash strat actually, you run into the moblin less often, but there's like 1 RNG where it happens. It's very rare.
Yeah, I just took my sample size of 1 and ran.
I mean, it's totally personal preference, so.
No quick fishers.
No, it kind of looked like Chex went for it and missed, but he might have just not gone for it. I couldn't really tell. Oof. Almost caught up with that fireball. 157 Zorotalk. You can do significantly better than that.
And I'm just happy if I'm under 2 minutes.
Time to raise your standards.
It's also one of the only segment times I actually look at.
Tam with a 55, maybe at like a 56.001. Zora's Domain is really, really tricky to optimize. It's just like a lot of dashes where you have to kind of cut your dashes at the right time, and that's hard.
Hold the bomb.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah, Tam's fine.
Wow. I thought he got hit. They got hit, but it was a dash cancel.
Yeah, me too.
I like the downright cancel out of the screen there.
Yeah, that was really good.
Because it doesn't matter like where you are left and right, you always come out the same place you went in.
Yeah, which is super weird.
Right? But we both have beams for Ice Palace too, yay.
This room sucks without beams. Ice Palace, this bombable floor room here is also extremely dangerous and tricky to do fast. Check's taking it a little safe. Could have placed that bomb a lot earlier on that RNG, but doesn't want to mess with it. Nice conveyor. Pam getting worse bombable floor RNG, but handling it well. Unfortunately, threw the bomb like 1 pixel too far left.
Yeah, missed the switch.
Yeah.
So they'll have to hit it here in the next room. Which won't be a problem if we keep beams, but whoops.
Oh, and there's the second arrow drop from Tam. Wow.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Oh, we made it. What was that?
Chex. I thought Chex was a stair clipper, but that is not what he went for. I was scared for Tam. Everybody shut up. Oh, Tam accidentally getting a left input instead of a down input there. Pretty good save, though. Chex doesn't
We don't
stair
need
clip. Do you
hearts
do
for
anything
Pulver.
fun?
No quick fish, no stair clip. No right side escape.
Well, that one's good. Good cold stair fight from Chex.
He saves all the clips for the no logic, I guess.
Fair.
There's a little weird left
Oh, no,
movement
Tam.
for
Okay.
Tam.
Yeah, it's gonna
in the
be okay.
opening there to dodge the ice. Seemed okay.
Yeah, that unfortunately lost a bunch of time, but at least he didn't die.
Perfect, Momo.
We're gonna see some
Yes.
divergence here. Chex is gonna go straight to Swamp. And Tam is gonna get Ether, I believe. Yeah, not dying is definitely faster than dying.
I think that's without exception. In NMG, at least.
Certainly in NMG. The only place it's not true is one overworld location, but it would be illegal to die there and save time.
Only one?
No, I guess more than one, yeah. There's only one where you could, like, have any sort of plausible deniability.
I mean, eventually we have so many hearts that dying in the overworld is difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, so Tam is going to get Ether.
Yeah. Chex is doing what we call boomer shopping, where you do all of your shopping in the Meyer split. It's technically faster to get Ether after you have the hookshot, but it's only like 30 or 40 frames faster, and it's easy to take
like
damage
half
on
of a
Death Mountain.
second.
Yeah. Most people do Ether and Swamp because taking damage before Meyer is worse than taking damage before Swamp, and it's really easy to take damage on your way to Ether.
Speaking of taking damage before Swamp. Tam getting sniped by the Octorok.
That Octorok.
I hate that.
Did they get hit by the rock that just goes straight through the statue for some reason?
Yes.
I hate that. Tam not mirror dashing. I think Chex went for the mirror dash, but maybe not. Oh, Chex on his second arrow drop too.
I didn't see if either of them went for anti-fairy skip.
Tam did. I didn't. I don't remember what Chex did.
Nice arrows.
Those arrows were probably worth it. Alright, Chex. Don't forget to hit the switch. Okay, we're good.
Gaming. I always check in this next room that Chex is just entering here that the blue pegs are up.
Yeah. That's good habit
Like
to be in.
as I'm hopping into the water there, I look over and see. Because you're not really doing anything right then.
Smart.
Oh, the berry.
That guy gets you pretty rarely. I find it pretty hard to tell if he's going to get me or not. Like, it wasn't obvious to me there that Chex was going to get hit. That was a pretty lucky sociable fireballer. He messed up the block push a little bit, but got punished minimally.
No hammer dash either?
He did that hammer dash for some reason. Oh boy. The left side swamp has been a little bit sloppy. Only a couple seconds of time lost there.
Tam got a much better switch push here.
Yeah.
Almost on the blue peg.
Yeah, just a pixel or two away. So it looks like Tam is a minute and a half behind. Tam is actually only about 30 seconds behind. For anybody who was not watching, Tam also has the ether here.
Yeah, I keep trying to figure out where Tam lost more time. It's like, why are they so far behind now?
Yeah.
It's the ether.
Yeah. Check's doing an alternate strat there to time the dash. I slashed twice for timing, but he walked up to a certain point on the wall.
Yeah, I haven't seen the walk there.
I'm getting a little bit better RNG on the left side here. Oh wow, that got right out of the way. I'm pretty sure these runners will both try the zero cycle. See how it goes. Good start. Do we save it? Yes. Nice.
Saved it.
Do you ever hammer dash by accident? One time, I was calming a race of Ares. I forget who he was racing against. And on the way to Grove, he just did a hammer dash down, like on the middle of the screen for no reason. And it cracked me up, and then he started like cracking up on his stream also. Very funny.
Tam threw the pot at the berry there and didn't get wrecked by it.
You can either get lucky or you can let off the D-pad before throwing the pot. If you're not moving,
They probably did that.
No chance to get hit. What did you say?
They probably did that. Like let off the D-pad. I forget that that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the avoidance for it. We have not really seen any spleed catches yet.
Oh, Tam missed that item dash. That sucks.
I'm just going to do spins.
Check's trying to...
Oh.
Okay. Good try.
And this is why Tam got ether earlier.
Right. Because now Chex won't have beams in Mire 2. Also, shoutouts to Kaznode who came up with that setup for the quick warp.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah.
I did it for a while and then I forgot what to do. And so I was only doing like the first half of it until someone pointed it out to me.
Alright, so the runners are synced, like, starting right now, and now they're unsynced again.
Oh, because Tam is going to get Ice Rod and TR, huh?
Yeah.
Unless...
They could just get it here to sync us. You want to be a homie, Tam? Oh, Tam doesn't go for the
go to 8.
bird dash.
No.
Oh
wow,
my
we got a
god,
heart
Check's
out of the grass. What the heck?
DH1123 Luxac.
Yeah. I was worried about that fireball. He moved left.
Oh yeah, I wasn't really thinking about that, but that's smart.
Because he was slow on the murder dactyl.
The fireball will hit you during the cutscene.
I'm not even sure what happened there.
I was looking away for a second. I only saw the end of
Somehow the beam missed the Wizrobe.
Oh, that usually means you're like a tiny bit slow, and it has already faded away. But it could have also just missed.
It might have just been a little too low, I think.
Yeah. Tam with a very nice Keyberry room. Checked also with a nice blueberry or keyberry. I'm thinking about blueberries since you said blueberry earlier.
They are blue.
Put your popcorn away. Chex and Heki type are in an eternal war. I don't really understand what the war is about, but it has something to do with Meyer Spike Chest.
I'm sure Chex will game this time. That's way too much popcorn for one person. It's not very healthy.
These runners are both on Blaze It, by the way, on Tam's side. These runners are both on sort of mid 125 pace. Still pretty close. Chex is just going to do Meyer Spike Key room completely normally. Oh wow, Chex doesn't go for Spark Gamble. He goes for Fire Snake Gamble instead and loses. Tam actually doing Spike Key correctly instead of slightly wrong like I do it. I can't believe this. This is an ultimate betrayal.
Okay, what's the slight wrong thing? Dashing after the chest?
I diagonal into the spikes instead of holding right.
Oh. Yeah, that's what I do.
Chex does it correctly too. I don't see what you're talking about, Haikyuu.
Okay, what about dashing up after the chest? Is that good or not?
I'm pretty sure it exactly like it's close enough that I couldn't get a difference in testing. I do it if I'm scared of a Stalfos and I want to scare him out of the way.
Yeah, because walk and then slash would be slower.
Yeah. Tam risking frame ruling the spike with the fire rod there, but does not frame rule it. Both players with comfy spookies. I'm gonna have to do a left arrow here. Oh, juked. Okay. Comfy. Chex, meanwhile, with an actually comfy Vitreous fight.
Yeah, 5 hearts left. Look at that.
Very nice.
Oh, was that for missing the eye, Mamo? Clever.
That's funny. The players will be fully synced again as soon as the second player lands on Death Mountain, which will be Tam. Unless something very weird happens to Chex in the next 30 seconds.
Yeah. I was going to say he could flute to the wrong place, but that's pretty hard when you're just going to 1.
Yes, and also I think he could flute to the wrong place and still flute to 1 before Tam does.
He probably won't.
So we've got landing at 22. Dow TMB rocked. That was not the greatest TR1 screen. That's one of the most annoying screens in the game, honestly, up there with Dark Maze. Every time you're on this Death Mountain, it's just so miserable. Oh, I didn't look at the
landing was like a 47, 46 maybe.
It's like 25 seconds. So Tam actually saved some time between Swamp and Mire. They were about 30 seconds behind and now about 25. 25 seconds is a pretty big lead, but there are a lot of ways to give up that much time in TR and GT. Nice quick warp. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just hit him where it hurts, Dead Rocks.
I don't think this is the free quick warp.
Yeah.
We almost walked all the way down the stairs too. Is this far enough to get the super speed?
Yeah. Will either player get Requiem magic?
Surely not, right? Requiem isn't even here.
Turtle Rock, more like Turtle Fast. That's so true, bestie. No!
Oh, what is this?
No!
Maybe worried about the TR overworld?
And gets
I don't
the
know.
fairy
We had the
variant.
fairy, so
I don't know. Maybe Chex just always does that.
on Tam with the slow, like rando hookshot iframe exit.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened. Must have been off cycle. Tam going for the key dash, realizing at the last second they weren't actually lined up with the wall. Nice chomps though. Nice chomps from Chex too, by the way, who did the beam block strat, which is pretty fun and difficult. Dash dust to the chest, improvised. Yeah, that makes sense. If I dash dust to the chest, I just mirror out, personally. Shout outs to True Blue.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, what was Chex's Pokey RNG? I didn't even see.
I think it was top right. It was one of the bad ones. He got bunnied.
Yeah, because he got bunnied.
Shout outs to True Blue. This is not gold pace for Tam. I don't
Fox is
understand.
contractually obligated to shout out True Blue there.
Pour one out for the homie. I don't know sub-split times for non-Ice Rod TR, but it's definitely not gold pace for Tam. Probably because of the dead rocks. And the roller room. Nice crystal roller room. Having beams makes this dungeon a lot easier and faster. There are a lot of JP exclusive glitches. The main ones are spin speed and item dashing, both of which are used a handful of times. We're gonna item dash. Actually, I don't know if either player goes for it, but the optimal strat in a couple rooms from now involves an item dash.
We got
Thanks,
budget
TV.
help us are.
Yeah. Yeah, fake flippers is another one.
I was gonna say earlier when you said beams help a lot with the TR crystal roller and whatever strats. Like, it's too bad that it's so hard to keep them in this dungeon.
Well, yeah. If you don't get too beat up in the overworld and you get the fairy drop, you like should be fine, but it's pretty easy to get hit somewhere by accident. Checks with the normal backdoor Trinex. Oh yeah, Tam went for the item dash strat there. That's the fastest way to do the stream. You press Y and A on the same frame, and you sort of dash while activating the item, which with some items is pretty useful.
Alright, that's one of those 1.0 specific glitches.
Chex has the pod bomb routed into his route. He just doesn't do that strat. He dumps bombs on purpose earlier in the dungeon because of the pod bomb that he always gets, if I'm remembering right. Oh, what happened there? I'm surprised Tam had a middle head attack there.
Oh, I missed it. Ice phase 3 though? Is it 3? It's gotta be 3.
What? Can you enumerate them?
Yeah. Shoot. Which head is first? Fire head, and then ice head, and then
Okay,
big
yeah.
head.
I buy it. It's not an extra menu, Momo. You menu to bombs, dump all your bombs, and get a free menu to fire rod. It's just, it saves a menu move if you're already getting the pot bomb instead of doing the cane dash at the end.
Right, so it's a faster menu to the bomb instead of to the fire rod.
Yeah. I believe it is a Greenham strat, yeah. That's where I saw it, anyway. Alright, Tam is exactly 30 seconds behind. Well, now that they missed that item dash, they're 30.5 seconds behind. We are running low on places for Chex to drop 30 seconds to Tam, but, you know, it can happen in TR. Or, well, it can't happen in TR anymore. It can happen in GT.
Chex gets the torch key.
Yeah. It's because he's going for Jingle Skip later.
Oh.
He's gonna get Helm key. No, he's not gonna do that.
Oh, missed the spike skip.
Ah.
Missed the switch also. I was gonna say, is bonking across really faster than just menuing again?
I don't know.
Chex decided it wasn't. And the gap's a little narrower now.
I'm having a heart-to-heart with that Stalfos.
Hold down right here, it's the best.
Oh, I didn't know Chex was a right portaler now. I thought he was still a left portal guy.
I
Good
switched
to see
to
personal growth. Unlike Tam. You switched to what?
to right portal. I used to
Yeah.
left.
Saves
I
like
decided
4
that like trying to avoid the right pot with the hook shot was too nerve-wracking.
frames. Not getting Bob's chest. Or
Bento box.
Oh, Tam has to get Bento Box now.
Mike arrows. That's Mike's chest.
Mike Chest is the name of... Oh, Tam! Oh, this is really unfortunate.
We're doing beams?
I guess.
Some beams. Will they... Okay, I think they know, because they didn't fire the arrow to the left.
Yeah. This is a pretty good handling of it, but really unfortunate situation. Tam meant to pick up the bottom pot, which has arrows in it, but accidentally was higher than they thought.
They got the top. Oh, man. I didn't see that was why. I thought they were just really behind on arrows.
Yeah. And then it kind of looked like they were going for Mike Chest, but didn't actually go for it. So I don't know if they bailed seeing the anti-fairy was in a bad place or just weren't going for it to begin with. But traditionally, Mike Chest is the name of a specific strat to get the chest fast, not the name of the not the name of the chest itself. But
I thought it was Mike Arrows.
Ugh, what the heck? Spleeby? Or not Spleeby, Chex not getting hit there. Oh, Tam going for the arrow down. Cool.
Nice cannonball RNG.
Chex doing this degenerate arrow stuff here. Tam doesn't have an arrow, which is unfortunate because I'm pretty sure they go for the G4 arrow normally.
I can't do G4 without an arrow.
Yeah.
I go for the arrow in G5 if I have one left, but G4, it's impossible.
Oh, just got lucky. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Got lucky on the first half.
Just hug the Zazak.
Don't cancel your dash. Ugh. This is like not that bad of a GT for what has happened in it to Tam. Like this could be like a 7, 20-ish GT. 7-1X with a good Agatu. Chex saved a fire rod shot with the arrow in G5, so gets to skip picking up that pot, which is the way that you save time with that strat. Chex is canceling stair drag, and he presses the A button for more than 1 frame, so he gets dust. Chex making sure that he's still ahead. He doesn't know exactly where the relative positions are on the map.
I don't think the map is part of the jingle skip, is it?
It is now. What's wrong with the cardinal? If you do cardinal left for more than...
You miss the Wizrobes.
Yeah. If you cancel with left, you only have 1 or 2 frames for it to work without being offset too far left to hit the bottom Wizrobe or whatever. And if you cancel with right, then you're moving away from the direction you want to go, which is bad for obvious reasons. Oh, Tam getting just destroyed by this Waldorf here.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think you're going to get a double no matter what you do there. Another double.
No.
Ooh. Just didn't tap right before B, unfortunately.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, what?
The
I guess it
first
was a
one
single the first round?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Okay, double from Tam.
I hate this fight. I cannot do it.
Yeah, it's too hard.
I just spin everything.
Oh, that's a tough pattern.
Is this another one of those fights that you think is fun?
No, I hate this fight because I'm bad at it.
Okay. Let's go, Clipe.
Tam, unfortunately, getting a 5 cycle there. So very much Chex' race to lose. As long as Chex is able to just make it through Ganon, he has this in the bag.
Even if he gets 37 warps.
Um, 37, I think, would flip it, actually. I think he can get about, let's see, we have
Only 34.
something like 20-ish warps.
It's okay, we just got 0.
Oh, boy.
I don't know, it might have been 1. I wasn't paying attention.
Well, it wasn't 1.
Okay,
It could
Tam.
have been 2.
Oh, because he was at the bottom, yeah.
Yeah.
Tam's at a comfy 1 heart.
It's actually impossible to get hit after phase 2, so this is comfy. But it's nice to hear some beeps.
At least they're not double speed. Nice cannon.
GG to Chex. $125.36. We'll watch the end of this fight, but we'll see if Chex wants to come in for an interview. Got 3 more spins, I think? 3 or 4. Yeah.
There we go.
GG Tam.
GG. All right, nobody forgot to done in the race room.
GG's, y'all.
GG.
GG.
How are you feeling? Chex, you held up well under Haikyuu's constant verbal abuse.
I got a 125, which I haven't been able to do in qualifiers, so that was good.
Yeah, it's good, man. You were very close until I think Ice Palace was really where it separated. Tam had a pretty rough cold stare, caught up a little bit in Ice and Swamp, but then lost more time in TR, I think. No, actually, you were basically, yeah. You were like 20 seconds apart through the Dark World, and then like a little more, and then like I think you were still 30 seconds apart after TR. And then Tam had some trouble in GT, unfortunately, which opened it up a lot at the very end.
And I got a new time loss that I didn't know about in GT.
What's that?
Spike skip. I was
Yeah,
knocked
falling
off
in
of the
the pit.
platform. I
Oh,
didn't
yes.
know that was to happen.
Split
Of
mentioned it,
course.
but I didn't actually see what happened.
Yeah, the whole is it faster to bonk over or use the menu back to hook shot?
Yeah. I just needed the menu back and do it again.
I'm
Oxless
gonna go
time
watch
it.
it.
I messed up in Spike Skip as well, and it I lost the ability to think at that point, and I messed up every subsequent room for a while.
You had a staring contest with this Stalfos. He got in your
Yeah,
way and you
'cause
just sort of stood there for a while.
I slashed him, and I'm like, I don't know if I beamed him or hit him with my
Yeah.
sword, so I'm gonna wait and see. But then I just waited and saw, and then
Okay.
yeah,
Sorry, I just watched back what happened to Chex. I'm sorry that happened to you, but it's pretty funny.
We had to have something to wake people up after all of my boring strats
That's true.
to put Fox to sleep.
Hey, at least you didn't do right side eastern or eastern
Hyrule
castle.
Castle. Yeah, what was up with
Yeah.
that, Tam? What's your problem?
what's the big deal? I had a good escape.
Ugh.
Yeah, you finished 3 hours and 15 minutes ahead.
Yeah, this was a huge PB. By almost 12 hours. No, I don't know. I did it just for the sake of the restream.
There was something else that made me upset, but I'm forgetting what it was now.
I sweated so hard for the Stelfos head in Eastern, but I couldn't do it.
Oh no, I'm glad that it was on your mind at least. Were you watching the restream or Chex?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Chex was watching the restream and occasionally chiming in.
I don't watch the
Of course.
skull anymore because it makes me sad. I can't do it.
I was feeling decent basically until most of the end game. It was kind of meh light world, but then fine start to the dark world.
Yeah.
And then it just got really bad.
Yeah, you saved 0 to 1 seconds. You were really close or very slightly faster than Chex in Pod and Thieves. I think a little bit slower in Skull. You had a Cold Stare Party, but then your Swamp and Mire were both good. I think you saved time through that segment. It was overall a good run. Obviously, the GT is not what you wanted to happen, but the rest of it was solid.
It kept being really good splits that were ruined by 1 or 2 rooms, which
Classic.
I kind of feel worse about than just having one disaster split. So I'm not very happy with the run, but the time is fine.
Yeah. You got 3 blue balls. Chex got 2, we're pretty sure.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why
You
he
were
won.
yeah. You were about 10 seconds apart going into Aga and about 20 at the end. I'm rounding a lot, but something like that. It was a good race. Now you can go do no logic, no keys.
Yeah.
Yes.
I already did that, and then Yoro yelled at me for not doing it properly enough.
No keys. Wow.
I enjoyed the commentary as always, so thanks Plebe and Fox. I don't really have anything else to say about the run except the same thing I already said, which is I'm glad it was a 125 because I was hoping for a 125 in qualifiers, but got consecutive better 126s. So that is just a D-Rust working as a D-Rust.
Yeah. You're on pace to just have every subsequent run be better than the last.
I don't think
24?
so. I would require learning from my mistakes in practicing rooms, and I don't want to.
Okay, but what if you learned all the strats that I liked and don't worry about any? stakes, but just
Yeah.
like 2 quick fish and
I don't think that'll go very well.
What
okay.
if you went right side escape?
No.
Noted. There's got to be at least one thing to help make Fox mad. I went for Requiem Magic, so
I
Bitey
saw that.
turtles.
That was
that was
outrageous.
successful.
Oh, please don't bitey turtles.
I was
Oh,
gonna
you got
practice Bitey turtles, but then I was too busy watching the Beer and Spaces race.
Yeah, that was a good race.
Yeah.
You got so owned by the turtles. I don't think it was very much your fault, but Tam got like the worst, like the bottom left guy walked straight down instantly in turtles, and then the other guy flipped in the wrong direction. It was just like all a nightmare.
Speaking of things that weren't my fault, I don't know if Dark Maze was my fault or not. I thought I was fine, but I wasn't fine.
I can't believe you got hit by the top guy. I don't know what happened there. The rest of it wasn't really your fault, but that one I feel like shouldn't be possible. That's such an awful room, though.
That room is cool. Fun and fair.
Yeah, that's what I meant. All right, anything else you all want to talk about?
Did I do something wrong in Helma? Am I supposed to get one hammer hit and then spin speed?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
think
if
I
he's at the top of the room, you go for 1 hammer and then spin speed. If he's at the bottom, you go for 3.
Yeah, I think I try to be so deliberate with spin speed that it's been hard for me to go for that first hit, but I'll look at that again.
I mean, if that's what it takes to get the spin speed, then it's probably worth it. All right. I guess we'll sign out. Thanks, everyone. Thanks to Chex and Tam for running. Thanks to everyone in chat for hanging out. Thanks to Spleeby for calling with me. And thanks to Baseball for taking us out of here.
Thanks, y'all, for watching and being here. I don't know when the next NMG race is, but keep an eye on the schedule in the NMG Discord server for updates about that. Yeah, thanks for watching. We're going to head over to Mr. Shasta, who is racing, well, not racing, he's speedrunning Phantom Hourglass. And I like his channel, so okay. Okay. See y'all later. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thanks. It was fun.